Hey you guys, so I'm filming this on my phone and I'm only holding my phone, like I don't have it on the stand like I usually would if I'm filming on my phone. But this is just kind of a spur of the moment video. I am gonna film the other video that I had planned right after this, but I just, oh yeah, and my hair is, reddish. But I just wanted to get something across to you guys. I made a video a while ago called I Want to Be a Teen Mom, and I'll post that link in the description below. Basically, that video was about some girls coming to me saying that they want like a kid and all this stuff, and I was just trying to give advice, like my own personal opinion, and half of them probably did not listen to me. They probably didn't care. Half of them were probably looking like for attention, and the other half were probably like seriously like sincere that they really wanted a kid. And I mean, good for you. But recently, a few people that I have gone to high school, actually recently, everybody I've freaking went to high school with is pregnant. And at first, my senior year when I graduated, I had just had Ariana literally like a week and a half before graduation. And then there was another girl who was pregnant. She was like 5 months pregnant at graduation, and like we were like the only ones who were pregnant, blah 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 blah. And anybody else in our high school who had ever gotten pregnant pretty much dropped out or did like online school or like alternative. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Ariana said she wanted to go take a nap, so I just laid her down for a nap. So where was I really going with this? I don't really remember. So basically, anybody else who had gotten pregnant in our high school had dropped out or done online school, or, something along those lines. And my hair looks really weird in my bedroom light. It's so weird. It doesn't actually look like this in real life, you guys. This is weird. Yeah, okay, so this is kind of weird. Oh, it does. It looks so weird in here. But okay, so anyways, yeah. But recently I've had like 6 or so people come to me and tell me that they are pregnant and they are under the age of 18. And yes, I get it. Accidents happen. It happened with me. It happened with a few of my friends. Obviously, most of the time the case is you don't intend to get pregnant at a young age. It just happens that way. Yes, I know birth control is not 100% effective. Neither are condoms, or like 97% effective. I got pregnant using, protection, and it happens. So basically, these girls have been coming to me saying that they're pregnant, or, that they're trying to conceive, and they're all under the age of 18. And I cannot stress enough that you are so young. You have so much more of your life to live. You can't even vote yet. You can't go see a rated R movie without a parent. You can't really do anything. You can't buy cigarettes if you wanted to. You can't go and have a drink with a friend, and then half of them are getting engaged and married while they're pregnant at a young age. You can't even drink at your own wedding. I want to be able to drink at my wedding. Just saying. And I just don't really know what to say anymore, because it's just so common now that it's just accepted, I guess. And honestly, I think that teenage pregnancy should not be as accepted as it is. And I know that sounds weird coming from a teen mom. Like, I do get dirty looks all the time when I'm out with my kid, or people ask me, is that your kid? Like, is that your daughter? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, how old are you? And stuff like that. And I hate getting asked that. And no, I don't think people should be rude and nosy like that. But I also don't think that we should be accepting, teenagers becoming parents at 14, 15, 16, 17 years old while they're still in high school. They haven't even decided what they want to do with their life. They can't even vote for the next president. I just think that it's overrated. I don't know. And, I have really close friends that have kids And obviously, like, I'm not trying to bash teen motherhood, because that would be stupid, because I'm a teen mom and I love my daughter, and no, I would not have waited any longer if I still could have had the same Ariana like a few years from now. I am happy with my life the way it turned out. You know, I moved out, I bought a car, I pay all my own bills. I have a few jobs, like I'm going to school, like I'm doing really well. But a lot of the cases are that they don't finish school, they don't have decent jobs, they live off of welfare, they still live with their parents. It's just, you know, and if that works for you, then that works for you. But I just think that it's just happening too often now, or maybe it's just like in general around me. But I just don't understand, like, what is the rush? What is the rush to grow up? Because then when you look back on it, you realize all the time that is gone, and all the time that you can't get back, and all the stuff that you can no longer do, or all the stuff that you wish you could have done and now you can't. You know, don't you want to, you know, if you plan to go to college, don't you want to go to college and live? You know, don't you want to be able to go out and drink with friends? And I'm not saying if you have a child that you can't go out and, you know, have a life, because obviously you can. But I just know so many that just leave their child with their parents whenever they want, and they just do this and they do that, and they're drinking. They're not even 18, and the drinking law is 21. You know, they're smoking weed, they're getting high, they're doing all these things, and then they go home and pretend like they're a good mother. And I'm not saying that you can't, you know, have a drink and then you're a bad mom. I'm saying that you do it on a regular basis, then what kind of mom are you? You know, you're 16, 17 years old, you're going out and getting drunk, you're getting high, and then you go home to your child and act like none of it ever happened. It's kind of pathetic. And it's just annoying, because I see it all the time. And if you are old enough to have sex and be stupid enough to have sex, not thinking about the outcome, that you could have a child, and you bring the child into your world, and you don't think, well, maybe, hey, I'm not fit to raise this child, but I don't want to abort the child. Hey, you know, there's other choices. There's adoption, you know, there's open and closed adoption, you know, whatever works for you. But if you're greedy enough to keep the child as your own, and you're going to go out and leave the child with your parents every single night and go and get drunk and go and get high, the child's not even going to know that you're their mother or father. The child's going to think that your parents are their mother or father. If you're never around to raise your child, they're not going to know you. And that's also the problem with being a young mom. You have to think about it. You know, you have to have a job, obviously, to support your child. And then, you know, if you're going to school, and it's just like a lot of time is taken up away from being with your child. And as a mother, all I want to do is be with my child. And if I could afford to quit my job, I would be a stay-at-home mom, but I can't do that. I'm only 19. Obviously, that's not even an option for me. I have a few jobs. I nanny during the week, which is awesome because I can bring her with me, so it's fantastic. But I also sometimes feel like, you know, when I'm holding the baby, that she's jealous, and I feel like it's not fair to her because she's my child and I should be giving her my full attention. But, you know, I also know this is my job and I'm getting paid to take care of this child. So it's good and bad. And then I bartend and waitress, you know, a few nights a week and then on the weekends. And that's really good money. It is. But, you know, the nights with Ariana are being taken away from me. And then I've recently started school, and although I'm doing it online, it's fantastic, but it's also taking attention away from her when I'm working on schoolwork, because I have to focus on my schoolwork, but I also need to focus on her. So it's really stressful and it's really hard, and I just feel like teen motherhood is so glorified that, all these young girls are like, well, she does it and look at her life. I can do it. I'm going to be fine. Like, yeah, you're going to be fine. Your life is not over if you get pregnant at a young age. I'm not saying that it is. And I'm not saying that young moms are terrible moms. Some of them are. I'm going to be straight up honest. There are really bad moms out there. But there are really bad moms no matter what their age. And there are really good moms no matter what the age. And, some make it and some don't. And that's just how it happens. Like, I have a friend who recently told me that she's pregnant, and I'm so happy for her because it's gonna be great, and it's a great journey, and it's fantastic, and it's, you're gonna love that child for the rest of your life, and that child, is really what helps you get through the day, at the end of it all, and that's what makes your life worth it. And, every time I'm struggling or I want to give up on something, I just have to remember, that I'm doing it all for her, and it's better. And I'm so, happy for her. And I know she's scared because I was scared and I was there. And, she needs support. And I'm totally there for her. But she's really young. She's really, really young. But her mom was really young when she had her. And sometimes that's just how it happens. But her mom didn't raise her. So, that, she wasn't adopted, her mom's still around. It was, her mom's mom, basically raised her, and I still love her to death, and I love, her mom, and it's fantastic, and I'm so happy for her, but, scared for her at the same time. She's so young. And, if you're watching this, you obviously know who you are, and I love you, and I'm not bashing you at all, and I'm so excited for you and everything, and I'm really sorry if you think that I'm being mean, because I'm not. I love you, and I'm excited for you, and it's going to be a great journey, and I'm here for you every step of the way. But I'm just saying, I can't stress it enough, I just can't. Or, I have another friend who is trying to have another child, and that's great, because, I know where she is in her life, and, another child is good for her. But at the same time, she's not moved out yet, so that kind of sucks. But I see people having children left and right, one after another. They're not even 18 yet. They don't have jobs. They're relying on the baby's father. They're relying on child support. They're relying on welfare, all this stuff, and it's just not fair to them or the child. And it's just not fair. And I know I'm kind of ranting, but I really just wanted to express this because literally every time I get on my Facebook now, it's not hearing about people's weekends or seeing photos of a fun camping trip that they went on. I'm hearing, gender announcements. I'm seeing ultrasounds. I'm seeing, newborn pictures. I'm being asked to do maternity and newborn pictures, and that's fantastic. I love photographing those, and I'm so excited to be doing them. But at the same time, I shouldn't be being asked to do all these pictures from such young mothers left and right. And I'm in all these mom groups on Facebook that I keep getting added to, and I see all these moms struggling all the time, and I'm just thankful for the fact that that's not me. I'm thankful for the fact that I have my own place, my own car. Ariana has her own bedroom. I pay all my bills. I have spending money. I basically spoiled her to death. She has way too much stuff than she should. She's not even 2. I don't even know what to get her for Christmas because she has so much stuff. But that's just not the case. And I'm sorry if I have glorified teen pregnancy to any of you, because I should not have come across that way. And I don't want to come across that way. I don't want you guys to think that teen pregnancy is fantastic and that, that's what you want to do. You should not want to have a child when you're not even graduated from high school. You shouldn't. Yes, you could think about what it's going to be like to have a family, but you shouldn't want to try and have a child when you can't even pass your math class. It just doesn't make sense. Because if that makes sense to you, please explain it to me, because it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. And you're 15, 16 years old, and the father, where is he going to be 3 years from now? Because odds are he's not going to be around. And then what are you going to do? Your child's not going to have a father, and you're going to lose a source of income for your child. what are you gonna do then? I know way too many moms, older moms and teen moms, that their baby's father had, he was so supportive and he was around and the baby came and he was there for the first few months and he was gone. He upped and left because he decided that that just wasn't for him. That he didn't want to be a dad, that he wasn't ready to be a dad. And you shouldn't have to be ready to be a dad at that age. But if you're going to bring the child into the world, you better sure damn act like a good dad. You better be a good dad. You should not up and leave your child. But it happens all the time. And I think that the moms that are trying to get pregnant don't think about that. And this is just reality, and I'm just trying to stress this to you guys. Because I've had so many subscribers even message me telling me that, hey, Ariana's so cute, blah, 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 blah. I can't wait to have a child of my own. I'm only 14, and I really, really want to have a baby within the next year. No, if you do that, then it's your life. You do whatever you want with your life. I can't tell you how to live your life. I'm just some 19-year-old girl with, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But, think about it. Think about, it in the long run. Just think about it. Just do me a favor and think about it. That's all that I'm asking you. And I'm just trying to stress this to you guys because I just seriously feel like it's so glorified that everybody wants to be a teen mom or everybody is a teen mom in my case. I just don't understand, and then a ton of people that I went to high school with are messaging me like, hey, I'm pregnant. I don't know how to tell my parents. Okay, well, if you can't tell your parents that you're pregnant, you shouldn't even be having a child. I really don't know what to tell you. Sorry. I'm just tired of being nice and sympathetic for everybody, when they were the ones who went out and had sex. If you have sex, you can get pregnant. That's just how it works. Nothing is 100%. I don't care what type of birth control you have, what type of condoms you're using. If you're using both, none of it is 100%, and that's just that. That's how it happens. The lady I nanny for, she got pregnant with her last child on the IUD, okay? If people say, oh, no, you can't get pregnant on the IUD. Nobody's ever gotten pregnant on that. Really? Because she did. She didn't even want another child. She's 29. Just explain this to me, okay? If you think that you're having sex and you can't get pregnant, you're stupid. That's all I have to say to you. So, yeah. I just really wanted to stress that to you guys, and I am sorry if I came across rude to anybody or if I have glorified teen pregnancy in any way possible. Basically, the reason for my YouTube is just to share my life with you guys and my journey. So yes, you can see what I go through, but I've done day in the life videos and you understand what I go through on a daily basis. Maybe I should do them more often and show you a lot of the struggles that I go through so people don't think I'm glorifying it so much, because I have had people tell me that I'm glorifying teen pregnancy and that I'm wrong for doing so. If you think I'm glorifying it, then you're wrong. So that's all I have to say to you. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Add me on Snapchat. Check out my photography page. My ask will be in the link below. All the fun stuff will be in the description below.